Good morning, everybody. We're live. Yay. 15 minutes late. Not too bad this morning. Not too bad at all. I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that one. Yay. How are we all doing this morning? 110 people watching. Thank you so much for giving up your morning to watch the coffee morning. How many times did I just say morning there? Wow. Thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're here with us. And if you do want to shout out, let me know now in the chat and I'll give you a shout out. We've got loads and loads to talk about today, loads to catch up on. I've got a little funny tale for you. I've got to tell you how pleased I am with the feedback from the last vlog, what's going on in the next vlog. I've got some people that have asked some questions, want some advice on it. And I'm a bit like, okay, I've got loads to do. And also today, I wasn't going to go live. So this is a little bit of a turn up for the book. So we're travelling today. Craig was just asking in the chat earlier, I thought you were travelling today. Yes, we are. So it's we're travelling a little bit later so that I could do the coffee morning. So we're getting on the road later than planned. So yay. So yeah, you guys should be honoured, really, you know, because it's all about you guys today. But thank you so much for joining. Let's do some shout outs. Oh, here comes Smidge. Smidge, up here, Babs. Come on. You want to get involved? Come here. Jeep. He's always got to get involved. It's got to be here one way or another. You might not see him on the camera, but he is here. I think he was like, Mummy's doing the coffee morning. I'm coming. And he darted up the stairs. Here he comes. Hello, Bubs. Come here. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Here's Smidge. Smidge, say hi. Did you know that Smidge turned 8 this month? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Smidgey. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, so cute. Actually, it wasn't this month. It was September. But this is your month too, because this is the month of the witch's cat. Ah, don't go for me. He like puts up with it, like I'm mollycoddling him and give him a good old squash, and he'll put up with it and he'll be like, okay, I'm just going to grin and bear this. And then when she puts me down, I'm going to go for her. But he doesn't really get me because I'm too sharp, you see. I'm sharper than a cat. So yeah, 8 Smidges now. He's not a baby anymore. Right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to do some shout outs. By the way, the reason that we were 15 minutes late is because this man that's now coming up the stairs with my cup of coffee. I said wake me up. He's got his breast man top on. He's got a top that I bought him for Christmas with a chicken on. No, a turkey. And it says, he's just taken it off and we're going to show you. Breast man. Let's have a look. Breast man. It's not, you know, he's been wearing it. So it's a little bit, you know, not nicely folded, but breast man.
Stains on there. It's from Bumper's breakfast.
All the way. Look at that. It's a Christmas top and he's been wearing it all year round.
Do you want to see my pants as well?
Yes, please. Yes, please. We want to see him. No, so yeah, that top that he's wearing, I bought him that for Christmas as a little jokey stocking filler, you know, like you do when you get those little tiny laughable presents that you get before your main presents and stuff, if you do that sort of thing. We do. And I bought it in Peacock's. Peacock's had got a sale on because the Christmas stuff had been reduced because it was getting really close to Christmas. So usually about, I don't know, 2 days before Christmas, everything goes down, doesn't it, in the sale, anything Christmassy, because you're not going to get the wear out of it because come Boxing Day, you're not going to want to wear it. So I thought, this t-shirt was like £3. And I was like, yeah, I could see Tim in that. And do you know what? When he opened it up, he was like, what? And I thought, yeah, baby, I can see you wearing that. And he wears it every single night. I swear to God, he lives and breathes in it. Don't get me wrong, he would never wear it out on the street because it ain't Hollister, right? But he does wear it a lot. So anyway, enough of all the what's Tim wearing and all that. Let's do some shout outs. Anna Tidmarch, 4 months, a super proud, super louder. Oh my God, Anna, thank you so much. That's insane. Craig Cargill has been a super louder for 6 months and says, yay. Oh my God, super louders, ahoy. Yeah, I did pin to the top actually. Did I ever tell you guys are the best super louders in the world? And louders. You're all amazing. Right. I don't know if I've got from the beginning, have I? I don't know. It's sort of cut off the beginning of the chat. But anyway, if you want to shout out now. So big thank you to the mods that give up their morning to take part in this. So that's Foxy B, Andy Mullaney. We've got James Robinson, Belvedere as well, and Craig Cargill. And we've also, we've got Nikki Piper, who's a new mod. So I think Nikki's here as well. So big shout out to Nikki. She's new. So everyone say hi to Nikki. Well, she's not new to the channel, but she's a new mod. So yeah, anyway, big hi to you guys. Eating Healthy, good morning. Christine Parsons, Leslie Matthews, Caroline Rogers, Anthony Bean, Mark Yap, Carly Thomas, Hayley Marie is here. Barry Coppock is here. We are always honoured. I'm always honoured. Ellie6856 is watching from Zante. Oh my God, how lucky. I love Zante. Ellie S is here as well and says, good morning all. Luke's Films, it's the 100th, I don't know if I said that right, 100th anniversary of Walt Disney, Gabby. Oh my God. Well, happy anniversary to Walt Disney. Life with Hina is here. Karen Bonner, Rosie Lee. Hi Gabby, I'm pleasantly surprised. Thought I would have missed you this week. Well, no, I'm, full of surprises and all that. Lee Davis is here. Maureen Wilkinson's tour of the town. We need a Smidge fan club. Smidge is actually on Instagram, I don't think I posted much on Smidge at the moment. Well, since the baby's been born, I haven't really had time to even go for a wee. So, there's not much on Smidge's Instagram, but he has got an Instagram. It's under Smidge Linden. Go and follow him. I'm sure he will really love the support. Peter Anderson is here. Sharon Yardley, Matt P, Joanne J. Hi, Joanne. Ebony Knights, Thrashing Horror. Wow. What a name. Simon Terracefield, good morning from Hitchin, all the way from Hitchin. Susie is here. I think I've said Hayley Marie, haven't I? Oh, I have short-time memory loss, I swear. Karen Bonner, I've said that as well. Michelle B, I've said that as well, I think. Jules C, Smidge, love cats. I have a rescue, he's now 5. Mr. Figgy, oh, bless. Oh, it's good that you've rescued a cat. I think that's really, really nice. Gotta love cats, aren't you? They're selfish, but you've got to love them. They are selfish. Cats are like Mr. Independent, aren't they? And they only want you when they want something. And that is the God's honest truth. If I ever get any love from Smidge, it's because he's after his food. Dogs, you get love quite a lot, don't you? But cats, nah. They're just like, leave me alone unless I want something. Independent creatures, but they are so damn cute, man. It's the fluffiness, I think. I don't know what it is, or their little squished faces. I don't know. Neon Miami is here. In brackets, Buddy Wayne. Good morning and happy birthday, Smidge. Well, it's not his birthday today, and actually it was last month, so I'm a little bit behind because I keep forgetting it is October. Hello, October, by the way. Paul Hansen, Paul Morris, Diane Price is here. Philip Stroud, Charlene Taggart, Bex is here. Calvin S. I've said Life with Hina. I've definitely said that one. Tez. Morning, Gabby and everyone. Have a good day. Love your family. Oh, thank you so, so much. That's really kind to say. And Nikki Piper is here. Love it. Andrew Lane. Are you the breast girl? Well, I am as far as Thumps is concerned. Douglas M. Hi, Gabby. Love your channel. I have 5 cats. I love cats. They make great pets. You always look beautiful. Lots of love from Denise here in sunny Scotland. Oh, thank you so much, Denise. There's me thinking your name was Douglas, right? Well, I don't look very great today, but that's because I'm in my scruffs because I'm travelling. So I just thought I'm just going to go for comfort. I just don't care, man. I really don't care. I just want to be comfortable. Sometimes, right, when you reach that point in life where you've got a baby, or a toddler, should I say, you just don't care. I was like looking back on a vlog that I did. I think it was a Sheen haul, and Tim was showing me it the other day because it come up as recommended. And he said, I can't believe this has come up as recommended. And yeah, I was looking at it and I went, oh my God, I look completely different. And you know what the difference is? Effort. That's the problem. James Robinson is here. I've already said hi to you, James, because you're one of the mods. But James, when are you going to open up your bookmaking shop over there in Australia? That's what I want to know. Because I think that you'd make a good bookkeeper for sure. That you'd do great. Hazel Manship is here as well. Miss Charmay, Luke's first. I think I'm going over everyone now. I think I've got everyone. I think I have. I think. Oh, hang on. What have I missed there? Something in bright green. Ryan Chamberlain is here as well. Walk With Me Tim has been a louder for 10 months, which is an amazing achievement. But the only problem is, Tim, you need to be a super louder. But he doesn't know how to upgrade. Oh, it won't let you upgrade. I don't know why. Maybe you've got to see the month through then before you can. I don't know. Dan Watkins is here as well. Jenny Meadham, Redcoat Ryan, Eating Healthy, Linda Tyler, Fun Things to Do with Tech Sparky, Pike on a Trike is here. Matt P, Rosie Lee, Stitch Lover, hi Gabby, hi to you. Linda Shepherd Denny, hi Gabby, sending lots of love to you, Tim and Fumps. Oh, thank you, Linda, and to you back. Sending lots of love to all the louders. Charlotte 19, Redcoat Ryan, Tracy Welsh, I think Tony Arnold. Tony Arnold said, wife is a huge fan, Gabby. Can you tell Helen I love her more than anything, please? Helen, Tony loves you more than anything, please. Without the please. There you go. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Anyway, the coffee's on the go. Who's having a coffee? What are you drinking? Tracy 1983. Hi Gabby, it was good to bump into you and Tim and Thumps in Yarmouth on Thursday. Oh my God. Thursday. Well, it's good to bump into you too. I did actually meet a couple of people as well at my gigs that I hadn't met before on Saturday, and I met somebody yesterday as well. I just want to say a big shout out to Hannah actually. I don't know if Hannah's actually watching because she's not come up on the chat or anything, but Hannah did send me a message on Instagram, and unfortunately Hannah mum had passed away recently, and she was just letting me know because Hannah's mum was a fan of the channel. Tim's channel and also mine. She come on board to mine as well. So I just want to say I'm thinking of you, Hannah, and sending you lots of loves, and you're in my thoughts and prayers. When I pray, you're in my prayers. I don't pray very often, but you're definitely 100% in my thoughts. Right, so anyway, I'm going to tell you a bit of a funny story because I just want to let you know how my weekend's gone. So the latest vlog that I did was Spend a Weekend With Me, which people seem to really enjoy. I got some really amazing messages from people saying that they really enjoyed it. Thank you, Craig, for your trip today, Gabby. Thank you, Craig. That's really kind. Thank you so much. Oh wow, very generous of you, Craig. You're a good man. Oh, that's really kind. Do you know what that means? That I can get the coffees in now. Thank you. It means a lot. I really do appreciate you supporting the channel. It does mean a lot. Oh, hang on. A couple more greens have popped up. LES has been a member for 3 months. It says, time flies when you're having fun. 3 months. Fabulous. I know. Can you believe that, LES? By the way, Ellie, how is the baby doing? How's it doing? Rachel Rayford as well. Welcome to the Louders. Welcome on board. Welcome to the family, Rachel. Lovely to see you here. Lovely. Yeah, so because the vlog had gone really good, I thought, you know, I'm gonna do another weekend vlog. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do another weekend vlog because people are enjoying it. So I'm going to give everyone what they want, and that, you know, to a certain extent, you know, it wouldn't go any further than vlogs and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And it all went a little bit Pete Tong, to be honest with you. So I had to scrap that idea and do a different one. So my new one is Spend a Day With Me, basically, which I did after because it was a catastrophe. So last coffee morning, you'd notice that my brother was on the chat, right? And my brother was asking for a favour. I don't know if you read the chat or whatever, but talk about a way to ask for a favour, right? Do it on the chat so I can't say no. I wouldn't have said no anyway, to be honest. But anyway, he said, right, my brother's got a few kids, 4 to be precise. He said, some have got football training here, some have got football training there. I really need your help. Can you please, my wife has got to go football training at this football ground. So because I've got to go here and she's got the car, can you pick me and Georgia up? That's Georgia, his daughter, who's playing football. And they've got the baby as well because they've got a baby the same age as Fumps, right? Can you pick us up? And what we'll do is we'll come back to yours and we'll have a brew. No problem at all. We'll do that. Great. So I'd done a gig the night before and I'd done it in Stoke Ferry. So I'd say it was probably about an hour and a half away from my house. And for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, should we say, the light had been coming up in my car saying loss of pressure to rear left tyre. And I was like, oh, I've got to go put some air in the tyre, basically. So I went, right, Tim, you've got to come with me. We've got to go put some air in this tyre. So we go and we put some air in it. And he went, I'll put air in all your tyres, actually, Gabby. And I'm like, all right, brilliant. So he put some air in the tyres and the light doesn't come off. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe it just needs resetting because we put air in the tyres and everything's fine. They're all at a good level. So we go to the garage the following day and we go and check to make sure there's no slow puncture or anything like that and make sure there's no like air gone from it. So we go to the garage again, check it, and everything's fine, still the same level and everything. So we're happy, all the tyres are fine. I'm like, Tim's like, it's just a sensor problem on this new car, you know, because it's quite temperamental. It literally dobs you up for everything. So if you don't have your seatbelt on, it goes bing, 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 and it, like, the alarms go flying, but I mean majorly, and it goes really annoying. It's really, really annoying. So basically, you got anything on your back seats. A lot of cars do it anyway, but you've got to put your seatbelts in. But mine just is louder than the average car because my DS3 used to do it, but this is really, really loud. And you know, my car brakes for me if it feels like I need to brake. It takes me into another lane. Like if I'm going into another lane and I haven't indicated, it will drag me, my car will drag me back. So I have to make sure I'm indicating because it's the car's way of saying indicate. Otherwise, we know you're just steering off the road. So I'm pulling you back in, so you're safe. But honestly, the car is like Knight Rider. It does all sorts of things. But we thought the sensors are well temperamental on this. So it's just a sensor problem. And but tyres were fine, absolutely fine. So I come back from Stoke Ferry before I can get it booked in to get the sensor taken off. And go to bed that night. And I'm like, oh, I've got to hurry up because I've got to pick my brother up. My brother says you can come and watch Georgia play football. She starts at 10. But if you don't make it because you're having a lie-in, then we need picking up at 11. I'm like, right, fine. And it's like 5 to 11, right? So me, I'm notorious for being late, as we all know. You know me so well, guys. So I'm like darting out the house. And by the way, he's like, do I need my wife to leave the car seat for the baby? And I said, no, don't worry about that. He can use Fumps's, it's not a problem because they're the same age and everything, same build, same age. And so I go to the car and my tyre is completely and utterly flat. I'm not talking like flat on the ground, like embarrassing flat. Like I honestly would have thought someone had have tampered with my tyre. It was that flat. And I thought, well, it is the rear left and it's the one that has been giving me the warning. So there must have been something wrong with that one, you know? So I'm thinking to myself, this explains it. There's obviously a slow puncher, but then why was I not losing pressure when I went and checked it the next day and stuff like that? But anyway, tried my best. But anyway, completely flat as a pancake. And I'm like, great. So now what I need to do is I need to take the car seat out of my car, put it into Tim's. I need to take Tim's car. And then Tim's like, well, okay, yeah, take mine, not a problem. I went, okay, great. So I said, so I'm so sorry, Dominic. I'm going to be late. I've got to transfer the baby seat, but I'm coming as quick as I can. So I get in Tim's car and I've got Heart Dance on and I'm like, and I'm like singing away and I'm like driving up the road and I'm like busting out the tunes and I'm loving it. And I'm like trying to find where Dominic is on the field. No, it's not that field. Must be the next field. Know nothing about football. And then next thing you know, I stop the car. My phone is ringing. I'm like, oh, 10 missed calls. Tim, oh my God, there's an emergency. So I ring him back and Tim's like, don't stop the car. Don't stop the car. And I was like, why? And he went, because I've got the key. And I was like, no. So basically, Tim's car is one of these cars where you don't need to put the key in the ignition. You just need to have the key in your pocket or nearby to start it. But so if you forget your key, so this is the problem with these modern cars. If you forget the key and you drive, it lets you drive as long as you want. But if you stop it, you can never start it again. And you're in a bad situation. And I was like, no. And I've stopped the car and I'm like, no, what am I going to do? And like, I've literally got nothing on me. I've just got my phone, got no inhalers, nothing. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm late picking my brother up. And I thought, this is a catastrophe. And Tim's like, what are you going to do? And I went, I don't know. I can't ring my mum because my mum's in a meeting. That's why mum couldn't help my brother out because usually my mum would do it. So she's in a meeting. My dad's away with my sister, so they can't help me. Tim can't drive my car to come and help me, because not only do I have a puncher, but even if I didn't have a puncher, I've got the baby seat, so he can't leave Thumps. Holly is around her boyfriend, so it's not even like he could drive my car to go and get some air in to come and rescue me, because he can't leave Thumps because Holly's not there. So it was just an absolute nightmare. And I was like, there's absolutely nobody that can help me. Absolutely no one. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I could see my brother and I went, I'm going to have to ring him. And I'm meant to be here helping. And I've just made matters 10 times worse. So I ring up my brother and I'm like, we've got a problem. And he went, oh God, you forgot the baby seat. I went, it's worse than that. And I went, I can't start the car. I ain't got a key. And he went, you are joking. And I was like, no. And I was like, oh my God. And I went, can we get a brew anywhere around here? And he's like, no. And I went, but there's picnic tables over there. He went, just because there's picnic tables don't mean you can buy a cuppa here. They're just to sit on. And I went, oh. So we were a little bit in, yeah, it wasn't good. So vlogging kind of went out the window. I kind of wish I did vlog it because it probably would have been good entertainment for people, but I didn't vlog it. And it was just one of these days and I just thought, this just can't get any worse. I wake up and I've got a puncher. I've got a gig tonight that I've got to get to. I've got this puncher. I've got to rescue my brother. And now I've got the car to rescue my brother. I can't even drive the car that I've drove to rescue my brother. So me, my brother, and his 2 kids are stranded. So what we did, and I don't even think it was on like a proper bus route or anything. So we had to ring up my Holly's boyfriend, so I suppose my son-in-law to be, which sounds really weird because when I say son-in-law, that makes me feel really old, so I don't like to say it. It makes me feel well old. You're not supposed to have a son-in-law at this age, are you? But you know what I mean, the boyfriend. And I'm like, Ryan's just bought a car. And I'm like, Ryan, we're desperate. Well, actually, I ring up Holly and I say to Holly, we're desperate. So they have to drive from quite a distance because he lives quite far away from us, probably about, I don't know, good half an hour. Actually, probably was about 40 minutes to our house, pick the key up and get the key to us so we could drive the car. And I just thought, do you know what? Just, if you ever get the option, right, to opt for a car that's got a key that goes in it, they're not good, these keys. We've had so many close calls as well, where we've like almost forgot the key and we've gone, oh my God, we can't turn the engine off. We've got to drive back and we've got to go and get the key. But, you know, we've not turned the engine off. And yeah, it's just insane. So later that day, where did me and Tim go? I think that's it. We went to go and sort the tyre out. So he followed me down in his car and I sorted my tyre out. Because I had to get it sorted because of this gig. And plus, like, it just looked like a scrap heap car because the tyre was flat and it just looked like it had been chucked in the dumpster. It was just awful. So we got this tyre sorted and next thing you know, my voicemail goes off and I'm like, oh, I've got a voicemail. And I put it on loudspeaker and we're sat in the car and we're having a Big Mac in McDonald's, right? Don't tell anyone, it's a secret. And yeah, we're having a Big Mac. If my dad's watching this, my dad's going to be like, you had a Big Mac last night, the night before. So he's going to be like, you lay off the McDonald's, Gabby. It's not good for your health. And it's not, to be honest with you. But I did have one and I did. And I'm going to hold my hands up. It's a bit naughty. And, but I did like it. I liked it. And anyway, on the Monopoly, I did win another Big Mac. So all's not lost. So yeah, I then put the voicemail on. Me and Tim listened to it while we're scoffing our Big Macs. And Tim's going, don't stop the car! Don't stop the car! And I'm like, well, better late than never. So yeah, a little bit of a funny story for you there. Very, very interesting indeed. Sorry, I had to shut up a minute so I could have a bit of that before it went cold. So yeah, it was an interesting weekend. Really. More tech, more stress, more to go wrong. I'll keep with my Fred Flintstone. Jules, you do that. I'm telling you now, you need to stay with that Fred Flintstone. Redcoat Ryan, all the best of luck on your gig. I have got my first Cry Christmas gig at London Victoria Station. Oh, I hope that goes well, Ryan. Thinking of you. Barry says, I've never felt the need for one, having lived in London all my life. That is the beauty of London, isn't it, Barry? Because, like, you've got the tube that takes you literally everywhere and you just get on, get off. Do you know what I mean? I know you've got the crowds, but I think it would be an absolute nightmare living in London, having a car. Like, I just don't know how anyone would get around. So Peter says, so you had a good day, Gabby? Oh yeah, it was cracking. And then we came back and all the kids turned up eventually, and our house is a tiny, tiny cottage. It really is so, so small. And all of Dom's kids all come round and they're all playing with Fums's toys. Fums didn't know what hit him, and it was just chaos in the house. Absolute chaos. Great chaos, though. It is great to have, like, big family around you. So Pauline says, sounds like a Carry On film. That is my life, Pauline. That is exactly what my life is like. It's insane. Nika894 says, I'm having champagne for brekkie. Oh, my goodness. Nice. Nice. Charlotte19 says, old cars are better these days. New ones are a nightmare. Oh my God, they are. And these sensors are insane. But having said that, my car must have known there was something wrong with my tyre. Like, even though I'd looked at it and thought, well, it seems fine, the car obviously did know better, didn't it? It knew something I didn't know. It must have had a slow puncture. I can only think that maybe it was wearing, but I think maybe the journey that I took to Stoke Ferry just took its toll, maybe on the tyre, or maybe I went over something that just made what seemed like, say, where it was like wearing in a certain place. Although these tyres are nowhere near worn, because when I went to the tyre place, I said, like, just change what you have to change. If you need to change the tyres, just do it now while I'm here. And he went, to be honest with you, they're all really, really good. So I think I must have at some point gone over it, maybe, I don't know. So I must have gone over something that'd give it a slow tyre, because they're not worn or nothing. But where I must have gone over something, maybe that bit was there and it was letting me know. But the journey, to be honest with you, thinking back actually, where I parked in Stoke Ferry, in the car park, it was a very stony ground, you know, like a very gravelly kind of car park. So I wonder if the stones, there might have been something quite sharp there maybe, and that might explain what made it worse, maybe, I don't know. But you know, we're all human and can only do what we can do, can't we? Barry, thank you so much for a greatly entertaining story. Well, this is what I thought to myself. I thought, you know, all's not lost, because at least I've got something to tell you guys. You know, it was an eventful weekend. It was stressful, don't get me wrong. I washed my hair that night. Should have seen the hair that fell out. I was holding up so much hair, it was like a wig, and I'm not joking. But I thought, at least it's a story to tell, isn't it? So, yeah, I would just like to say, I hope you enjoyed the story, and thank you so much, Barry. I really appreciate your support. You're very supportive of the channel. All of you are, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have got some comments that I do want to read out as well. I've got some positive ones and I've got some negative ones, and I've got that poem. Do you remember I was telling you guys about a poem, weren't I? I was saying my dad sent me this poem, and my dad talks a lot of sense sometimes, apart from when he's telling me how to drive, because when we were on the way to Stoke Ferry, it was, Gabby, you want to get in this lane, don't be in that lane, don't do that, don't do that, no, 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 no. And I'm like, will you shut up? Oh my God, honestly, if I could vlog the drive, but the thing is, you just don't know when these situations are going to arise, so I vlog what I can. But if I could vlog the drive to these gigs, you guys would be in stitches, because we argue like cat and dog, like me and my dad. He is constantly telling me how to drive, constantly. He's such a backseat driver. I was in the fast lane and I'm picking up speed to get past this car, and I don't know if he's watching this morning or not, to be honest with you, but I'm picking up speed and my aim is like, so it's 70 miles an hour, obviously maximum speed. There's a car doing probably, I'd say about 60, so I'm doing 70. So I'm taking my time to get past him. There's no cars behind me or anything like that, because eventually I'm going to overtake and I'm going to get into this lane. There's two ways of looking at this story, I suppose. It depends how you feel comfortable driving. But my plan was, the road's clear, I'm going to pick up speed, I'm going to take this car. And my dad goes, you can't go in the fast lane if you're doing the speed. You need to get in the slow lane because you haven't overtook him yet. And I went, yeah, I know, but my plan is I'm going to overtake him. I'm going to pick up speed and I'm going to take him. And my dad's like, yeah, but you're not there yet, so you need to get in the slow lane. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm going to. It's going to happen. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to. And he's like, yeah, but you need to get in that lane. I'm like, Dad. And he's like, Gabby, he went, it is illegal to drive in that lane if you're not going faster than the cars in front. And I went, yes, I know. I said, no, it's not illegal. He went, it is illegal. I said, it's not illegal. And I went, and I'm going to take him. He went, well, you tell that to the judge then when you get caught. And I thought, do you know what? You're driving me mad. Driving me absolutely mad. And then if it ain't that, on the way home, it's full beam, full beam, full beam on, full beam off. Because you know, like when you're chatting away, and don't get me wrong, I am one of these people where sometimes I've got my full beam on and I'll go, whoosh, I forgot my full beam's on and I have to quickly flick it off. I am one of them people because sometimes I forget, especially if you're chatting to someone next to you. So I do well, but like, no word of a lie, even when I'm going to take my full beam off, he's beat me to it before my hand has even got on the blimmin' full beam light, before my hand's got there to pull it forward. He's gone, full beam, and I'm like, give me a chance, man. Give me a chance so that I can actually take my full beam off. But he doesn't give me a chance. He's just on at me, and he's like a broken record in my ear. So don't get me wrong, I love my dad, and he does speak a lot of sense. But anyway, this poem, right, that my dad, Rosie says, my dad tells me how to drive. He used to facilitate me when I was learning. We used to fall out a lot. Well, my dad never taught me to drive, thank God, because I just don't think I'd have ever passed. Mum says, if you're going faster than the car in front, and you haven't completed what you're saying there, Mum. Hi, Gabby, just got on. Hope you're all well. I'm good, thank you. Hope you are too, Fiona. I mean, I know that there is nothing worse, right, than if, say you're in the fast lane and you're not exceeding the speed limit, right, but you're catching up with the car in front of you and they might be wanting to overtake someone, yeah, because they're going faster than that person. But if that person behind you is coming up fast, then on that occasion, yes, get in that lane and let them come through. But if there's no one behind you and you're gradually picking up speed, what's the problem? I don't get the problem. But I suppose we've all got our ways of doing things, and we've all been taught differently and stuff. But I didn't think it was illegal. But Dad says you tell that to the judge, so I don't know. I didn't get caught or nothing. I didn't get caught for doing anything wrong. It's pettiness, absolute pettiness. So last week I did say that Dad has sent. Well, actually, Dad didn't send me this poem. This is just a poem that he uses. And I did say I was going to read it, but I couldn't read it because it was on my phone. And the problem was the phone I'm doing the live from, so I couldn't get to the poem. But now I've got it on my laptop, so it's fine. So I have got that to read out, and I am going to read that out at the end, right? But I've got some comments anyway first. I've got some good ones, I've got some bad ones, right? So I'm going to start off with the good. So I think, yeah, we'll start with the good. Right. So, I received a comment from Rachel Rayford 6955. I think Rachel's actually here this morning, isn't she? Is she here this morning? I think she is. And Rachel has sent in a message saying, absolutely incredible blog, Gabby. I'll just quickly let you know, a blog, I'm not picking anyone up on it because I used to be the same, absolutely. A blog is when like you're reading like an article on something, a write-up, and a vlog is when you're watching something, and sometimes like I used to be the same. I used to call them blogs, but blogs are write-ups and vlogs. So anyway, but I know exactly where you're coming from, Rachel. I get where you are. Your singing is fantastic, which is really nice to hear. Thank you so much, because I did give you a little bit of a snippet, didn't I? Your advice about mental health is incredible. So I'm like, yeah, get in there. It's always reassuring to hear that others have the same struggles that I do. Thank you for brightening up my day. That is such a lovely, lovely comment. The comments that you guys do send in and write underneath things are incredible. I wish I could read every single one of them out, but I tell you what, we'd need about 5 hours. Trust me. No, I'm not bigging myself up there by saying, oh, I get 5 hours worth of incredible comments, because they're not every single one is incredible. I get a lot of trolling too, but what I mean is there are a lot of comments in general. So if I went through every single one, that it would take a bit of time, right? But Tim was going through his comments yesterday, and he said to me, wow, these comments, they're overwhelmingly nice. Do you know what I mean? Overwhelming. And bear in mind, Tim is on how many followers? 200 and something thousand, and I'm on 9 point something. Getting there, right? So I'm way behind him. So I don't have anything in comparison to Tim. Tim can spend a whole day going through the comments and like liking and like answering. It is so, and he wants to do that. He wants to give back to them, and he wants to give everyone his time. He's like, I wish I just had more time so that I could actually respond deeper to everybody, but because I want to respond to everybody, it is so hard to deeply respond. Does that make sense? So he'll read them, and we both of us go through them all, and he'll read them and he'll respond as much as he can, you know, but he has got so many to go through, because even I struggle to get through mine. But please don't let anyone put you off like messaging, because it's absolutely amazing that we get these messages. I love it. But he said it's overwhelming, and I was like, it really is, because even the ones on mine are. So it really does put the troll world to rights, doesn't it, really, when you look at it like that. But this is so I just sort of like pick out some that I can, and it is really, really lovely to know that I'm sort of helping people with mental health issues, because my whole take on mental health is we're all human beings, and we've all got a brain, and all our brains work in like different ways, and it's mainly because of what we've been through in life that make our brains become certain ways and what have you. And some people, you know, I think anxiety and depression, like my doctor said that it is like an imbalance in the hormone, and basically if you're on some sort of medication for it, it just puts that right. And that's the way he described it to me. And I just think as well, talking things out and making people know that this is all very normal in life, you know, everyone has it on a different spectrum. So some people, like I was saying to you before on another like coffee morning, some people, like I'm gonna use my mum's example, can take everything on the chin, and then you've got people like myself who wear their heart on their sleeve, and things sort of gets me a little bit more, you know. I do think that I've become a lot stronger, and I think the more and more you deal with certain things, the more experience you have, you can train yourself to deal with certain things. So I do get better, but it's nice to know that people know it's normal. It's absolutely normal to struggle. That's life. Life is a roller coaster. It's up and down, and we're only human. And how we handle it, what we need is support from other people. And then when we get the support from other people and the understanding, we can deal with things even better. So that's what I'm trying to create. So Rachel, thank you so much for sending that in. That is great to hear, because then that also means that I'm probably reaching out a bit to people. So it's good to get that back. So thank you so much. Mrs. Webb 3939 sent in, hi Gabby, just wanted to leave a message to say that I was absolutely disgusted to hear about the comments you received about your daughter and your parenting. Thank you so much. I understand completely why you felt you needed to respond to those comments, but I think it's appalling that you were put in such a position. It's telling when people are only too happy to show their ignorance and lack of theory of mind. Pitiful, in fact. I hope that you never feel that you need to explain or justify your parenting choices or defend your daughter against jealous and spiteful internet bullies. All the best to you and your beautiful daughter. Oh, I thought that was so lovely. Thank you so much for sending that in. And what I love about you Louders is I do feel that when people come and tell me these things and I read them, that makes me quite strong as well. When you read things, because I'm like, when I get that, I've got like a nice bit of backup, and I think that is so nice. So thank you for that. That means a lot. Again, on mental health, I won't read this person's name out, but they'll know who they are, because obviously I don't know if they would want it, although it was put on my wall for people to see, but I won't shout the name out. But this person said, hi Gabby, just to say thank you. I'm just coming out of a breakdown and into my second week on meds. It's horrible. Have been rinsing Tim's vlogs and just found your channel. Can I just say, Sarah, as well? Oh my God, I just said your name. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, but you don't know the surname, so it's fine. Can I just say, the second week, you in my opinion, because obviously everyone knows I've had a breakdown before, I just think when you get onto your second week of recovery, things do start to improve. Like that second week, it does start to feel a little bit better. Thank you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it does get so much better. The best advice that I can give to anybody, right, that is, because somebody did also say on Tim's channel, so this is why, again, I wanted to bring this one up. Somebody had said, I've just come out of a breakup. I can't remember who it was actually. And I did say, I'll touch upon that on the coffee morning, because I would say, like, I don't know, at least 50% of us have been through a breakup, right? It's got to be at least 50%. I mean, there are the odd fortunate people, isn't there? Like my granny and granddad, for example, my aunties and uncles who have never been through a breakup. They literally got probably with their first love and stayed with their first love. Do you know what I mean? And there are a lot of people actually in my family that have had that, and they've stayed with that person till literally they're going to stay with them till death till us part. That's it. They found their soulmate really early on. And like my mum and dad are not together anymore, and I'd been through loads of different breakups, you know, and it is really, it is so hard mentally. I think even if you're the person who has decided on the breakup, it's hard because it's just a change of life, isn't it? And I think that's hard. But when you're the other person who, or okay, so you could have mutually agreed, I don't know, there's loads of different reasons why people break up. I can't specifically, you know, I don't know other people's circumstances, but it's never easy coming out of a breakup, is it? Especially if you're the person who wasn't wanting it or something. And I've been in that situation a few times in the past, you know. I mean, the thing is, right, and I said this on my wedding day, and I stand by this, and because I think I must be like the only bride that's made a speech, right? Because, you know, I like to talk. So I stood up and I said on my wedding day, I did a little speech about Tim anyway. And then at the end of it, my going out was, you've got to kiss a few frogs to get your prince. And that is so true. Like, if you think that you found Mr. Right and it turns out he's not, because he's been, I'm saying Mr, obviously it could be Mrs. for some people, but because I'm talking about from where I'm at, there's, if they've done the dirty or they've wanted out or they've done whatever, why would you want to be with somebody who can possibly do that to you? Like, you need to be with somebody who treasures you, looks after you, takes you to Vegas, takes you to LA. I'm only joking. That was a joke. I had to lighten up the situation there. Sorry, that was a joke. Massive joke. I don't want to go to LA and I didn't want to go to Vegas. All that planned. No, honestly, I swear down now, I didn't, and I mean that. But why? You need to have somebody that will treasure you. And when I met Tim, I'm not joking, I put an advert on Facebook. It was a joke advert. And it said, wanted a man that can do this, can do that, look after me, blah, 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 needs to be good looking, needs to have hair, like on his head. And, I was like, put this out and I said, and he needs to be able to make me a cup of tea in bed in the morning. Let's see if that position can get filled. But that was a joke. It's an absolute joke. And somebody answered it. Well, they didn't answer it. I met Tim anyway. But as fate would have it, I did get that guy. And don't get me wrong, right? People would go, oh, so like it's paradise, is it? No, it's not paradise. No relationship is paradise. You have to work really hard at a relationship. We have ups, we have downs, we argue, we kiss, we make up, we have fun together, we laugh, we joke. When things get tough, we argue with each other and we're ratty with each other, and we're tired, we're ratty with each other. You know, we blame each other when things go wrong, or if we don't like what we're going to hear, it's always Tim that gets it or it's me that gets it. But we go on holiday and we have fun and like we play together and everything. that's what a relationship is. It's like going through everything together, the highs and the lows. And yeah, our relationship's not perfect, but he is 110% the man for me, right? No, I don't want anything, Tim. No, but he is 110% the man for me. And all my life, I had picked, and I don't know why, but always picked a complete and utter T1T. Always went for somebody who was nasty, selfish, greedy, always thought about themselves, never wanted to sort of plan for the future or, look after what they had or anything like that. I always had that kind of guy. Someone that wanted to cheat, wanted their cake and eat it and stuff like that. Always had that guy. And when they would reel me in and spit me out, I'd always be like, oh no, how could they be so horrible to me? How could they do that? I love them so much. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think I did. Because when you do find Mr. Right, then you realise you didn't. It's lust. That's what they call it, lust. It's a fad. But the thing is, you can't also look back and go, I wish I'd never met that person. I wish I never met that person, because that experience is a chapter in your life that makes you the person that you are today. It makes you strong and it makes you the person that you are. And I don't regret any single move I made at all, because I probably wouldn't appreciate Tim for what he is if I hadn't been through the tough times. So the advice I could give to people who are going through breakups and sad times is you need to focus on the positive and know your worth. Know your worth and think only about yourself and what you need and what you want from life. And just know that if that person loved you, and why would you want to be with someone that doesn't love you? Because there's no future with somebody that doesn't. Because if somebody only cares about themselves, then you ain't going nowhere. You're just looking for a life and destiny of misery, because you need someone that's there that's going to look after you, because later in life when you get unwell or, you need assistance or you have kids or anything like that, that is the situation. You know what I mean? So just remember, you don't want the frog. You want the prince. Or if it's a bloke's way round, you want the princess. But also, when you do find the one, you'll also get some tough times too. But you just got to ride the roller coaster together. And the good thing about me and Tim is we can argue and I can have a strop, or he'll have a strop. And then probably about, I don't know, go and cool off. In about an hour's time, we're talking to each other like normal. So, arguing isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to thrash it out. I think when some people hold things back, like you hear people in relationships that say, we never argue. And I think, that's amazing. But what are you bottling up? Do you know what I mean? Is it because you just don't tell them how you feel? Because at least we're real, and at least like we will be straight with each other, and I'll say like, you're getting on my nerves now. Why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? Or blah, blah, blah. And he knows how I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, and I do with him. And I think that's probably the best way, to be honest with you. So just think about yourself and know your worth and be positive. Ellie says, so many powerful people in this chat. Well, all my louders are powerful, I think. Let me read some comments out. Donna says, hi Gabby, I'm loving the live. This is heartbreaking for me as I'm going through this and I have 3 kids. Thanks for the advice. Oh, I'm glad I could help, Donna. Yeah, it's never easy when you've got kids and you're going through it. And it's really, really hard on kids when they go through it. But the good thing about the kids is that you focus like your energy into them, and that really helps, I think, knowing that you've got the kids. But I think it's important for the kids to not sort of know if there's anything turbulent or anything like that, and try and stay amicable for the kids' benefits, I think. But, at the end of the day, when I've been through breakups, I never had 3 kids. So it's hard for me to give advice in that situation, but you have to think positive. You have to. But you can't stay with someone either, I suppose, if they're not right for you. because you've got the kids. So many people say, don't they, oh, well, we broke up now. We didn't like each other, but we stayed with each other for so long because the kids. And I can understand probably why people do it, but wow, that must be torture, man. Like, as a human being, that must be pure torture. If you're not like, if someone's not treating you right, or say they're cheating, or they're doing this, or they're doing that, and you're going, I'm really upset, but I want my kids to be happy, so I'm gonna stick it out. Wow, you need to be some seriously strong person for that, man, don't you? I mean, oh my God. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. But I'm really glad that this is like helping people. Because this is real life and this is how things are, you know. This is a positive one. I've got another positive one. Kind of like changing the subject a little bit from breakups, but I hope that helped. The reason I'm drinking this is because last week I went to my cup and I was like, I didn't even touch it. I was so busy chatting. There is somebody that comments on my YouTube, and this person is called Katoon170, and they comment quite a lot on my stuff, and I thought this person deserved a shout out. They've sent a comment saying, how are you doing, Mrs. Gabby? I always get the same start, and I love that. Mrs. Gabby. Makes me feel so posh, man. Thank you for your sharing your trips with us. Actually, as foreigners, subscribers, as overseas students, love to explore places unknown to us and learn new information, improve our English language as well. I gathered main information about places you visited briefly here. It's San Antonio. It's a town on western coast of Ibiza, second largest town, and I can't even pronounce that. Because it's all very tiny writing here. Municipality, what? On the island. It's situated on San Antonio Bay. Ibiza is part of Spain. It's autonomous community of the, obviously they're trying to speak English here, of Balearic Islands. It's one of the biggest European entertainment centres where stunning sunsets, yes, best nightclubs, water sports. There are well-known Spanish mission churches transformed into shrine after American revolutions died defending against Mexico troops. Ibiza is famous for wildlife. It's so expensive. Got that right. Popular with unmarked travellers. Combination of beautiful scenery, high quality of restaurants and bars. Bon voyage. Best wishes for your family and friends. Now, this person constantly watches the vlogs, and they do it to learn their English. Now, I'm not like, it helps with their English, and then they leave a message in English the best they can and let me know what they've researched about the vlog. I think it's so lovely, and they will tell me like everything they know, and they'll do it in English, and it really helps them to know how to speak English. And I think it's amazing, and I always am so encouraging back to them and say, like, thank you so much for watching. I think you're doing amazing, because everything they're messaging is getting better and better and better. I'm sure I'm not the only vlog they watch, but isn't it really nice that they're finding it quite educational for them? I think it's absolutely amazing. So, oh, the Couch Potato Cinema Club. That is an interesting comment. So yeah, I think that's absolutely lovely. I really like that comment that's come through, and it's nice that I'm helping people in that respect, so I'm really chuffed about that. Caroline Rogers says, great coffee morning, support for people with depression means a lot. Thank you, Caroline. I love your comment. Thank you so much. Barry says, I would find it difficult to live with someone after so many years on my own. Barry, that's what my mum said. My mum said exactly the same. Because my mum's been on her own a while, and she's like, I don't think I would want anybody now. I think people do sort of like get used to their independence, don't they? Carry On Paranormal says, this has cheered me up. Love you, Gabby. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Wendy Kopka is here. Wendy, I swear I haven't seen your name pop up for ages, and I was thinking to myself the other night, believe me, I think a lot when I'm lying down going to sleep at night, and I was thinking, I haven't seen Wendy come up for a while. haven't seen Wendy. I hope everything's all right with Wendy. So yeah, it's nice to see you come up. And it says, love your coffee morning, are a safe place for us all, Gabby. Yeah, it's lovely. We're a nice little community, and that's what I love so much about you super louders. Well, I know you're not all super louders, but you're all super to me anyway. 210 people watching. I think that might be a record. Thank you so, so much. Wow, I think everyone loves talking about breakups. 124 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs. If you haven't hit them already, please, please hit them. Also, another nice shout out for Ryan. Ryan sent in saying, hi, Gabby. I got in the local newspaper today. I'm working on Sunday at the Bathhouse Lowestoft restaurant. Do you have an email address for me to email you the subject for the Lowestoft Journal storyline? I'd just like to say, I don't know what the storyline was, but well done to Ryan for getting in the paper, because that is a great achievement. I mean, it's always a really, really nice feeling if your name or a print or something has got you in the paper. So well done to you, Ryan. Congratulations. I do have an email address actually, and feel free to send emails if you like. It is actually gabbystarbuck@hotmail.com. It's not a problem. You can send emails to me. That is absolutely fine. But you can also contact me on Messenger. I'm getting through my Instagram messages slowly but surely. And you can also obviously message me on my singing page on Facebook as well if you want to get in touch. Speaking of the PO box, we don't have a PO box anymore, but sometimes once in a blue moon, something will come through that was sent to the PO box, but whoever is running it, Royal Mail or whoever, has forwarded something on to us. Now, I don't know if it's just the odd one or what, and we're like, we don't even have a PO box anymore. And I did receive a really, really lovely letter from Hazel Kitchener. So I don't know if Hazel is watching this morning or not, but I did receive your letter and it was absolutely wonderful to read. It found its way to me eventually through the PO box, but I'm not encouraging anyone to send to the PO box because I don't know if it's definitely going to get through. It's just sometimes the odd thing has got through. So I just want to say I did receive that and it was really, really lovely to read. It melted my heart that you'd gone the effort and done that. And I just want to say thank you so, so much. And thank you for supporting and watching. It means a lot, and sending lots of love your way as well. I was thinking maybe towards Christmas, a lot of people are saying, oh, I'd love to send you a Christmas card and stuff like that. So I might set up the PO box again. It's quite expensive to set the PO box up. But if I'm getting a lot of like messages saying to people, if people are saying, oh, we want to send you a Christmas card and stuff, then I may set it back up and do that, because not for my benefit as such, but if people are wanting to do that and enjoy doing that, then maybe that is a way I could do it. Obviously, I can't give my address out as such because obviously we know there are a lot of little trolley people out there, isn't there? So if I did that, then God knows what would happen. So I can't give my address out, but I could do a PO box. Shell Vlog says, hi Gabby, any plans to do another top 5 coffee shop star vlog? Loved that M&S Cafe does really nice drinks. Yeah, actually, Shell, I probably will do one actually, because I really enjoy doing that. I'm always in a coffee shop, so it makes sense to do it. So I probably will. Some people are saying, why don't you do like some like unknown chain coffee shops as well? So I might do that as well, but it'd have to be somewhere in Norwich probably, because I don't know enough like private coffee places, especially with this place being a summer season place, to do it. But yeah, something like that will be on the cards. Chloe says, if you reopen the PO box and receive a few bits and pieces, one of your coffee morning lives could be opening your cards and anything else you've received. Chloe, that is a really, really good idea. Yeah, I really, really like that idea. Yeah, I quite like that. Well done, Chloe. Yeah, I never really thought about that. What I was thinking about doing is, it's on the cards at the moment that I'm going to do a live New Year's Eve gig from home, right? So me and Tim are talking about how we can make this work. It's going to be £1 per person to watch the live. That's what we're doing. And the reason that I'm doing it like that, I can't do it on YouTube because of the monetization side of it. But usually on New Year's Eve, I do go out and work, right? So obviously I've got to make a little bit back because I'm cancelling my New Year work to do a live from home because people have been asking for it. So the only way I can make a little bit of something back is to like charge a minimum price, but hopefully, you know, a little something is better than nothing kind of thing. So it's going to be like £1 to sort of join and watch the live stream, and I'm going to go live for about an hour, and I'm going to sing for an hour, and I'm going to do like some upbeat tunes and stuff like that. But we were just deciding how we're going to do it, because the thing is, I'm not sure how it would work on Facebook, because they were talking about copyright. Thanks, Barry. But like I say, I know that sounds like oh, like you could go, oh, £1's not a lot, or £1, why are you charging £1? Because I've got, so like usually on New Year my fee is a lot more than what it would usually be to go out, because it's New Year's Eve. So artists almost triple their fee when they go out New Year. That's a fact. That's just how it is above the board. So because it is a selective night, you know, it's like, I don't know, if you were going to a speciality event somewhere, you might get charged more because it's speciality, and that's kind of how it works with New Year. But I've decided this year that I'm not going to do New Year. I want to spend it with Fumps anyway. People have been asking for a live gig, because some people can't get to the gigs because some people live so far away. People have said, oh, do you sing in Yorkshire? Do you sing in Wales? And I'm like, no, because like the problem is I'm East Anglia based, and like I will travel if the travelling costs are covered, but venues can't really afford that, because then they've got to, like, I've got to add on a hotel price, or I've got to add on like petrol, and then there's my time. So then I have to add that on, and it ain't fair on the venue to charge a massive amount. Unless I got 2 gigs side by side, then that could be a different shout. But the chances of me even getting one in a unknown area is quite slim in comparison to like 2 side by side as well, you know. And the thing is, because my agenda's quite full and next year's is really rammed already, I can't believe it, the chances of getting 2 side by side, it's just unlikely to happen. So I said that I would do like a live gig from home. I've got a cut, even if like I just make a little something, it's like better than nothing, and it covers a little bit of what I've lost by not going out kind of thing. So that's the plan anyway, to do that. But me and Tim were just deciding. Oh, I'm sorry, James, I'm killing you. But I just wanted to keep it cheap as well, because I wanted people to go, oh my God, that's so cheap. That's cheap entertainment. Yeah, I want to come and watch. Do you know what I mean? So I want to do it like that, basically. So I'm going to do it. I just don't know. It may be a case of setting up a different site. So it might be a case of when someone pays £1, they get the link to then be able to go onto it. But Tim's pretty good with live streaming. So I'm leaving, me and Tim are having a discussion about how we can make it work, but that's the plan. So anyway, this was an idea from Dad, which I absolutely loved, because, you know, Dad likes stick his 2 pennies worth in, which is great. I do love his advice. But he did say to me, what you want to do, right, is each week you want to get people to put their song requests in, right? So get all your song requests, whether they're being in a message or on a comment on something, or however you get them, then put all those song requests in a hat, and then on the coffee morning each week up to the build up of New Year, pull one out of the hat, and then that's one of the ones you're going to sing and put in your set. So each week you pull one out the hat so that you can prepare your set list for what people want. So I thought that was quite a good idea, and that was quite exciting. So yeah, I think I might do that as well. So by next coffee morning, right, thank you, Jules. I thought that was a fab idea of Dad's. He ain't got all the best ideas. He ain't the best driver in the world, I can tell you that now. He thinks he is, but he's not. But he has got some good ideas. So I'm going to, by next coffee morning, we're going to have it all planned, because it is the aim this week to get that sorted, because me and Tim are really researching it. I've even done my thumbnail for it and everything. So we've got it there, ready to go. So I will let you know when we're live and when you can buy your £1 ticket to come and join if you want to. Like I say, it's an optional thing. If no one's interested, of course you don't have to bother. Do you know what I mean? You can always come and watch me do a coffee morning for free, or watch any of the vlogs. Do you know what I mean? On YouTube, that's not a problem. But it's something that if you choose you want to do it, the option is there. Do you know what I mean? Nobody is forced to do this. But I will let you know when the £1 tickets go out, and then you can get it So Nikki says, sounds like a great idea. We don't really do anything on New Year's Eve, and now we have Oliver, even less likely. Well, Nikki, as well, that was, I was getting a little bit of feedback, and I was testing the water on this before I kind of made the decision, because people were asking for like a live gig, and I've got a really tight schedule anyway, but New Year hadn't been filled at this point, and I was like, I could do this. This could work. Do you know what I mean? I could do it like this, and then that way, you know, that saves me having to go out, get a gig New Year. You guys get what you want. A lot of people stay indoors now as well. So I just thought this could work. Do you know what I mean? It's all trial and error. If this like totally failed on me and nobody was interested or anything like that, then obviously it would be something I never do again. And like say, it's all like, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of trial and error. So we'll give it a go. Barry says, best New Year's Eve ever in store. Well, do you know what? I'll bring the party to you. So yeah, it's that's what we'll do. So I will let you know next Monday where we're at. So tour of the town. Will Tim be singing? Don't think so. He might dance though. He's a good little dancer. So anyway, I do want to touch upon, like, I know that we've been very, very positive today, which has been amazing, but it wouldn't be right if we didn't name and shame a couple of trolls. So I'm going to name a couple of trolls. Like, it's important that we do this. But these are all ones I've had a good laugh at, so it's absolutely fine. Right. So you don't need to like comment and say to me, oh, Gabby, how could people do that and stuff like that. This is not a sympathy vote because I found them quite laughable. So don't worry too much. But I just thought we'd have a laugh at them. Right. Somebody called Keeping It Real 61. So I assume it's pronounced as Keeping It Real Dude 61. Has said, looked at the Pontins blog. Vlog, not blog, vlog. Please put vlog. I bit biased, I thought. Okay, so the grammar's not great, but it's okay, because sometimes mine's not when I'm typing fast, so I'm going to let him off. I suppose when you worked for Pontins, I don't know if he's talking about me or himself, I don't know, you lean towards that. Butlins wins hands down. Fine, not a problem. I like that bit. It's quite all right. Haven't got a problem with that. Don't know what he's on about, but it's absolutely fine. Second bit. And if you had read the information first, you'd have seen that dogs aren't allowed. I'll just quickly touch upon that. That's correct. Dogs aren't allowed, but it don't stop people bringing them in. Right. So that's that put to bed. Next bit. What happened to your son when you was have a rest from your son and having a little drinky? Perhaps social services need a nudge. I probably drink maybe 1 glass of wine when I have a gig, or maybe if I do a live stream, or if I go out with Tim somewhere. 2 max, can't drink any more than 2. Reason being is because I'm a lightweight and I don't want a hangover when I've got a baby. But I don't really think social services need to get involved because his mum has had the odd glass of red wine. And if you actually watched the vlog, not blog, you'd notice Casper was with us. Just like lots of parents that are in Butlins that like to have a glass of wine, their kids are there too. Running around as well. Casper was in the pushchair, not long, about to fall asleep. So, not really the crime of the century, is it? Not really a social services situation. And they put nitpicking on everything. I'd expected all your snobby Tory friends would chip in. Don't know what that means. But I am Conservative, just so you know, if I ever bother voting. So I just thought that was a bit of a naff comment. But my only advice to Keeping It Real 61 is go online. You can do English classes where you can learn to write your grammar. If your grammar is not great, I don't have a problem with that. But if you are going to criticise me for anything, learn to spell. Simple. Right, so that's my little tip to you, Keeping It Real 61. Love this one. And the only problem is, when I screenshot this, I chopped half the name off. But this person will know who they are. Oh, that's it. I can see a bit of it now. GP channel something, I think, UX or something like that. Anna, oh my God, that's really uncalled for. Keeping it real should try and keep it real. Lol. Oh, just pathetic, innit? Desperate, man. Desperate. So here we go. Here's the next one by this person. To spell. No offence. Don't know how you both can go on about hotels, etc. when your house looks like it's from the 90s and isn't exactly the cleanest. Right. Actually, that is offensive. So the first bit is no offence, but then they go and be offensive. So they're a bit hypocritical there. For a start, my house isn't unclean. Just wanted to let you know. Sometimes you might see a few kiddies' toys around, or you might see a jumper on the back of a chair. Don't mean it's unclean, okay? I personally don't do hotel reviews. Tim does. So put that comment on Tim's channel. And if my style of house is the 90s, because yeah, I've got 90s styles drawers, and I've got pastel yellow walls in my lounge and whatever, and I've got some flowers about. So why can't it be the 90s? What's that got to do with hotels? What on earth has that got to do with it? Anyway, continuing. Tim hates anyone pointing anything out that doesn't fit his narrative. Narrative. But those mugs, £15? You can get Emma, swear word, Bridgewater cheaper. I'm not really sure who Emma Bridgewater is, but the mugs at £15, I don't set the prices. So I'm just going to let the louders know that. The prices are set by YouTube because the merch is through YouTube. So basically I set the merch up and I put the logos in there and everything, but it's print on demand and it's all done through a YouTube merchandise company. So it's not me that sets the prices. We all know I'm going to do a gig for £1. So I'm not really like a penny pincher as such. And also I am going to do a giveaway towards Christmas. So on some mugs, which means I'm going to pay the £15 for them because I have to pay for them too. So that's putting that to bed. It's not me. People are insane if they are buying a substandard mug they could make themselves for cheaper online. Well, actually, these are really good quality, mate. This is the finest china you'll ever see. And it keeps the coffee warm for long. You can't call people inconsiderate. I never did call anyone inconsiderate. You always film people in the background. Sometimes it's hard when people are walking past to not capture someone in the background, making them no doubt feel uncomfortable. And you're very tone deaf. I guess that means I can't sing. Well, to this person, for someone that can't sing, I've got plenty of bookings next year and I'd like to see you do my job. End of rant. Pathetic, desperate. I feel really sorry for you. Anyway, next one. This came on Tim's channel. Ebony says, it is a lovely house, Gabby, with lovely seaside decor. Thank you. To be fair, I'm not going to lie. I don't really like the fisherman on the fireplace, but that is Tim's choice. And it's more of a case of he's just a bit more old-fashioned. They're not unclean. Thank you. I love the fact you're telling me I've got a lovely house. I appreciate it, guys. That's why you're the loudest. So this one is great. This come on Tim's channel. This is the last troll I'm going to read. There's other trolls, but I couldn't be bothered to read them out because they're, honest to God, they are so desperate. Like, people that are moaning about your stuff but are continuously watching it are very desperate. Desperate rejects, I like to call them. Yeah, definitely, because they're obviously people that have been blocked. Well, are going to get blocked. This person put on Tim's, I love this one. Tim sent me this picture with Tim's finger in front of it. I loved it. Pointing directly at it going, look at this. Loved it. How about you start rewarding your subscribers by giving a wee... Giving a wee? Not giving them a wee. We don't want to give them a wee. How about you reward your subscribers by giving away a weekend holiday? Some of us haven't had our holiday for years and instead have to watch unappreciative YouTubers going all over the world. Right, and this person was Kooky Toots 6755. Right, would you go up to your bank manager in Halifax and say, mate, because your wage is better than mine, will you pay for my holiday? No, you wouldn't. Would you go up to the manager in River Island who's on a better wage than the person on the shop floor and say, you're on a better wage than me, you need to pay for my holiday? No. Like, has anyone ever approached the Queen and said you need to pay for my holiday when she was obviously alive? No. I know, right? So somebody is demanding that we pay for their holiday. Newsflash, you've seen the size of my cottage, right? You've heard me talk about it. Like, we are in a 2-bed house, not that I need to justify this, and yeah, hopefully we'll be looking to upgrade to a 3-bed. I don't want anything fancy, I don't want a mansion, I just want a 3-bed so Casper can have his own room and I can have a bigger drive that I can put my car in and get my Tesco shopping out. That's all I want. And maybe a nice sized garden with a paddling pool. So until I get that, we ain't paying for your holidays, love. Or man, or whatever you are. So I'm sorry, but we ain't got... Okay, so the money Tim's using to do his channel has been reinvested. So anything Tim earns from YouTube at the moment, okay, yeah, so sometimes we might go to the chippy and have a nice little chip shop treat or whatever. But, you know, our family holiday is not at the Seychelles. You know what I mean? So he gets, like, people support, so like the super chats and like channel members and what he gets from YouTube. That money, or a big bulk of that money, goes towards hotel reviews and that, because the demand is there, because people enjoy watching it, obviously. So everything Tim's done on his like channel has been trial and error. So he's reinvested that money so he can grow, develop, give the audience what they want and stuff like that. Like, Tim already said in his live, like, some of the times I don't take Gabby because I can't afford to take Gabby as well. You know, to be fair, he is doing it on a shoestring. So when he is, like, at the Beverly Hills, like, hotel, he's not, like, sitting there eating caviar and having massages all day long. He works hard. He's not having a holiday. And that's the thing, they're not holidays. They're reviews. He doesn't stop working. And he does it on... like a shoestring, really. Okay, so he did get that car when he went to America, but he done that because it was for the effect of the video. So it's all money that's been reinvested to make the videos and the vlogs good. And yeah, anyway, I don't need to explain it, but you know, until I'm actually wearing like Dior clothing, Chanel clothing, have a Chanel or Gucci handbag, or have upgraded my small cottage to a 3-bed, we're not going to be paying for anybody's holidays, because I'm going to go on holiday first before I pay for somebody else's, and I'm going to be taking my children on holiday, and Tim's job isn't a holiday. He works, and that's his choice, and anybody could be a YouTuber if they wanted to. Nobody's stopping anybody. So if this person is like, well, I want a slice of your pie, go on, mate, you go and do Tim's job, and then you can earn what Tim's earning, and then you can go and have a holiday. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. You know, we've all got our own paths. It's up to you what path you take, you know. You can't make Tim feel guilty. Because if Tim went around and went, okay, everybody, I'm going to get you a holiday, give you a holiday, give you a holiday, where would we be? You know, but someone says, Tim could do a wee giveaway for Christmas. What do you mean, like a wee? Literally urine. Hi, Gabby. Sorry I'm late. Had meeting at work and now on and listening while working. Oh my God, I've been live for 78 minutes. Oh, have I really been talking that long? Hi, Gabby. A detached house at Sandbanks. Do you know what? That's what I want. That is my little dream. Nah, I've got to admit that is a little bit of a jokey dream. Like, I'm not one of them sort of people, to be honest. For me, Tim said it before, I'm not a materialistic person. I never ever have been. All I ever wanted out of life is happiness and health. And you could say wealth, but what I don't want to be I wouldn't want to be stinking rich. I'd just like to have enough money so I can enjoy my life and take my kids, well, Holly's not a kid anymore, but she's still my kid. I want to be able to take my kids on a nice breakaway and spend quality time with them and give them some of these nice things in life that I couldn't have when I was younger, because I didn't get anything like that. So I would like those things in life, but I don't want a mansion. I don't want a gym in my house. I don't want a cinema, you know. I don't want acres of land. No way. Like, I just don't want that. I just want enough the stuff that get me by, you know, so I can do the things that I personally want to do. Little things, because believe me, money can't buy happiness. It can't. It really, really can't. And anyway, to be honest with you, even if you did think that someone should pay for someone's holiday for them, who sends them a message and says that? That is ridiculous, man. That's just off the charts, isn't it? But anyway, before I go, I do have this poem that Dad sent. It's really hard to read. It's really, really hard to read. Like, I've read it out loud 1,000 times and I still can't make it sound good because it's really hard to read, because it's really advanced. It's like a real advanced poem, but the words in it are so true. So listen to these words, everyone, and take them on board, because they help me. And Dad sends me loads of words of wisdom, but they help me, and they might help you. Okay. The poem is called If. I don't know if you've heard it before, but it's called If. And it goes like this. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tied by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted of knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of pinch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're all gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiven minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Or in my dad's case, daughter. But this is a poem that was written by Rudyard Kipling, or is it Rudyard Kipling? I can't pronounce it. And he was born 1865 and died in 1936. And this man obviously wrote this for his son. And I think it was his son, by the sound of it. And those words are so precise. It's unreal. So when you're feeling low, or yeah, it is Lee, yeah. If you're feeling low, or if you're feeling like you need a bit of a pickup, or you need a little bit of a rain check or anything like that, look this poem up. And if you want, I might even put it up on my singing page actually, so you can all refer to it if you want. But it is really strong words that have got a lot of meaning, and it will make you feel pretty bit more understanding. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would probably, I prefer his cake than his poetry. Ain't that sort of Kipling? But yeah, it is a really good poem. It's really good. Is it the same Kipling? You got to be joking. Did he make cakes as well? Is it the same guy? Probably is it? Is it? Because I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day. Victoria Scott, lovely poem, Gabby. It is. Agony. All right, so I'm going to leave you on that thought, everybody. So it isn't Mr. Kipling. Is it Mr. Kipling or is it not? I don't know. I don't know if it's a cake guy. I don't know. I don't know much about Mr. Kipling, but yes, he did make lots of good cakes. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. Everyone, I just want to say thank you very much for giving up your morning. I can't believe I've got 213 people watching. 159 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs if you haven't done so already. Thank you to the mods that gave up their morning as well. Thank you to the channel members. If you do want to become a channel member, the button is just below here. You can sign up to be one. For that, you get prioritized responses, customized emojis, and a badge next to your name for every month that changes colour. A badge that changes colour for every month that you are a louder. And if you want to become a super louder, you get all of what I've just said, but you also get some behind the scenes footages as well. And it's all for the price of a cup of coffee. Actually, I think it might be cheaper than a cup of coffee these days because the price of coffee has gone up. So you can, it's a good way to support the channel, but you do not have to. It's an optional thing. It's a choice that you can make. But either way, just subscribing means a lot to me anyway. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining. Please leave a comment if you would like, and if you've enjoyed it, and like say, hit them thumbs up, and I will catch you soon. Oh, don't forget. Sorry, my low power button just came on. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram under Gabby Starbuck Vocalist. My name is spelled with 1 B, not 2. So if any trolls are trolling me out there, just to let you know, the ones that can't spell, it's 1 B. And it's Gabby Starbuck Vocalist. And on Facebook, it's Gabby Starbuck Vocalist Entertainer. So come along, support me. I'm now going to Centre Parks. Can't remember. Did we say that was a secret or not? Or is it just where I'm going that was a secret? Well, it's not a secret anymore. I'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye.